All the hunters you're about to meet have one thing in common. They all use teamwork. They communicate. They strategize. They ambush. All for the sake of the kill. These are the world's deadliest predators, and they gang up in packs and swarms. Of all the group hunters on Earth, these are among the biggest. In their African homeland, lions sit at the top of the food chain. Females do most of the hunting, while males rest and protect territory. To survive, lions rely on teamwork. A time-tested strategy will be used against the warthogs. One female will get as close as possible and then drive the prey to another lurking in ambush. Lions have great vision. The brightest sunshine won't blind them, and in low light, they can see 6 times better than humans. They can hear prey from a mile away. And their sense of smell is so keen, they can tell how recently the prey passed. Lions will take on prey more than twice their size. A full-grown zebra can weigh nearly half a ton. One kick from those hooves can break a lion's jaw. Lions are sprinters, not marathoners. They can hit 35 miles an hour, but only for a few seconds. So they team up, approaching their prey from different angles. Zebras learn to keep their distance, but one zebra is about to violate the first rule of the safari. Always stay with the group. The lion will go for the typical death blow, crushing the windpipe. While the team keeps their prey from getting away. Of all the world's cats, lions are the only social animal, especially at dinner time. After a kill is made, males always eat first, then the females. What's left goes to the cubs. Often not enough. Most will not survive into adulthood. Lions need up to 15 pounds of food per day. So for the pride to endure, they have to keep on the hunt. But some prey calls for the whole team. Cape buffalo are truly big game. One lion can be outweighed 5-1 by a buffalo. To take it down, the lionesses need reinforcement. The pride's male could weigh twice as much as a female. There's no random gang up, it's a two-pronged attack. Distract the buffalo, then go for the hindquarters to bring it down. But even Africa's biggest cats can't always eat in peace. Someone out there wants to mooch their meal. Few creatures would dare confront a proud lioness, but few creatures are as bold as a pack of hyenas. This kind of fight has rarely been filmed. Like a humble house cat, the lioness takes refuge in a tree. Proof that a whole pack trumps one queen. As tough as hyenas might be, their culture more closely resembles monkeys than lions. Hyenas live in clans that can reach as large as 80. Unlike lions, they have a matriarchal hierarchy. A female is always the chief. Below females are cubs. And at the bottom of the social order are adult males. Within each group, there are strict levels of rank, not determined by size or strength, but by its mother's status. The most fortunate cub is born to the chief of the clan. Hyenas are notorious scavengers and will steal kill from bigger predators, like this leopard. Vultures tip off the hyenas. There's fresh meat to be had, and the hyenas grab it. Can the leopard recover its fumble? When a hunter gets its prize, it eats what it can. Until the clan starts to arrive. Then it gives up its spot and leaves higher-ranking females to the choice cuts. Yes, they're good thieves, but also good hunters. Among the most prolific predators in Africa. Today, on the open plains of the Serengeti, their strategy is simple. Form a semicircle around this herd of wildebeests and pick off stragglers. Lions kill their prey before consuming them, but hyenas eat their prey alive. Blessed with powerful jaws and a cast-iron stomach, they can crush and digest bone. The calcium from within the bone turns the hyena's feces white. And they're the only carnivore that eats hides. Only hair and horns go to waste. It can eat up to 1/5 its weight in one sitting. And it can eat rotten flesh, so it buries leftovers for later. Out here, hyenas are one mob that grazers don't want to run into. But if any predators deserve to be called a mob, it's the meerkats of South Africa. And that's just what they are called, a mob. 20 is a typical size, but some mobs number more than 40. Meerkats aren't cats. These mammals belong to the mongoose family. They hunt as a pack. But before they can go on offense, they have to mount a defense. The reason is simple. At only about 2 pounds and just a foot long, meerkats are vulnerable to other predators. So, for protection, one member finds a termite mound or shrub and keeps watch. If the sentry spots trouble, he'll bark. He'll be relieved in about an hour so he too can forage. Meantime, he constantly gives the meerkat signal for all clear. With a lookout posted, the rest of the mob can come out of their burrow and hunt. They hunt small mammals, like this squirrel. Not always with success. Insects and scorpions are dietary staples too. They'll team up to turn over rocks and help each other dig. Its fingers are tipped with curved claws nearly an inch long. The prize inside the box, scorpion. The sting would kill a young human, but the tiny meerkat is immune. It bites off the scorpion's tail, leaving nothing else to waste. Like meerkats, these predators don't look like a menacing mob. Humpbacks are known as the ocean's gentle giants. Tell that to its prey. The humpbacks are setting the stage for a massacre. Humpbacks can look gentle, as watching a mother with calf proves. They feed mainly in summer and live off their fat in winter. Their commute to their feeding ground is the longest known migration of any mammal. Up to 10,000 miles round trip. Humpbacks are generally loners, but they'll come together to hunt. Southeast Alaska. These humpbacks are about to net thousands of fish. They use two tactics that in the hands of a child would be harmless: singing and blowing bubbles. But with humpbacks, the combination is lethal. On one side of the shoal of fish, one whale creates a wall of bubbles. On the opposite side of the shoal, another whale sounds the battle cry. The famous Song of the Humpback. Except now, the song becomes a dirge. 180 decibels, equal to a rocket launch, and powerful enough to damage human ears. The fish flee from the uproar and collide with the wall of bubbles. They see the bubbles as a barrier. While they're blocked, the blower swims around them, surrounding them in a bubbly prison. With no other way out, they head for the surface to escape. Right where the whale wants them. In this ring of death, dozens of humpbacks will feast. They have no teeth, so they swallow their prey whole. And if any creature should be nicknamed Jaws, it's the humpback. It can spread its jaws more than 13 feet wide and swallow hundreds of fish in one gulp. Its throat and chest are lined with 30 wide ventral grooves, allowing it to open its mouth as wide as possible to take in hundreds of gallons of water, swimming with prey. They may eat like this twice a day during the feeding season. Humpbacks aren't the only horde with a famous call. The call of the wild can chill your bones. Especially if it's the last sound you'll ever hear. Their howl is an all-purpose telegraph. It summons members, marks borders, and sends warnings. But this coyote didn't get the message to keep out. Wolves don't like having their meals mooched. Like hyenas and lions, there is a strict hierarchy within each pack. However, with wolves, the highest ranking status goes to a couple, the alpha male and female. They always eat first, and only they will bear young. The other members of the pack will help raise their cubs. After 6 weeks, pups need more than their mother's milk. They need meat to survive. Too young to join the hunt, the pup will stay behind in the den. If the adults are successful, they will regurgitate the kill for the young when they return. But getting that meat isn't always easy. A single wolf pack's territory averages 80 square miles in size. Wolves have scent glands in their toes, so as they track prey, they leave messages behind for fellow pack members. They have a highly developed sense of smell, and in the right conditions, can detect scents from almost 2 miles away. Prey might be tracked for hours or days before the pack starts its chase. The longest recorded pursuit stretched for 13 miles. No wonder the deadly German subs of World War II were called wolf packs. Legend tells of humans raised by wolves. But this pack hunter is your own next of kin. Chimpanzees. They share more than 98% of our DNA. That makes them our closest cousin. Chimps were once considered strict vegetarians. But not anymore. They're one of nature's most cunning killers. In some parts of Africa, a chimp will eat a ton of meat a year. Like us, they have complex sounds for communicating. This chimp gives the signal that it's time to hunt. Hunting parties like this one may hold up to 36 members, and their search could last up to 4 hours. They hunt 25 species, including small antelope and wild pigs. But they've found their favorite prey: red colobus monkeys. Here's where brainpower pays off. They take positions in the treetops surrounding the monkeys. With the escape routes cut off, the real hunt is about to begin. Male monkeys will actually fight back. But it's David versus Goliath without the slingshot. The chimp outweighs it 6-1. Youngsters and mothers are split up, leaving easy pickings. Chimps have sharp teeth, but to kill prey, chimps use gravity, hurling their prey with lethal force against a hard surface. Half a dozen monkeys might be killed in a single attack, but usually just one. Big males dominate the group, so they eat first, just like the lions. Unlike lions, and like humans, males share their meal with family and allies. The next predator could hunt just fine on its own, but as a pack, it takes on prey 10 times its size. South America has more than 20 species of piranha. The most notorious is the red-bellied piranha, and they're about to earn their reputation. In the rainy season, rivers crest their banks and flood the land. Piranha follow. The rain brings a bumper crop of prey. Great white egrets, nesting in the only dry place left. Awkward young egrets aren't ready to fly, so if they lose their balance, they're goners. Like sharks, piranha have sensors to detect other creatures' movements. Once blood is shed, piranha can detect a drop from 2 miles away. Thrashing only draws more piranha. All that's left is pillow stuffing. Their name comes from 2 native words, pira, meaning fish, and ana, meaning teeth. And no wonder. Their teeth are triangular, interlocking, and dense, and so sharp they can cut a steel fishing line. But the fish with the monstrous reputation is actually small, on average about as long as a pencil. So piranhas school for the same reason other fish do: safety in numbers. When rivers are high, food is plentiful. But beware the dry season. As the land dries out, rivers retreat into oxbows and ponds. Confined to a natural fishbowl, piranha will go after anything they can sink their teeth in. Injured piranha are quickly cannibalized. As for those legendary attacks on humans, rare. And no one has ever documented a human being killed by a piranha attack. From overhyped legend to undisputed fact, the fastest animal on land, the cheetah. Cheetahs hunt by vision, not by scent. Like commandos, they sport black marks on the inside corner of each eye, perhaps to cut the sun's glare. Everything about a cheetah is designed for the chase. It gains traction from claws that don't retract and paw pads with extra grip. It'll try to creep within 100 feet from its target before bursting into action. Clocked as fast as 71 miles per hour. At top speed, it takes about 3.5 strides every second. And every minute, up to 150 breaths. Its hind legs are so flexible, they can pass the front ones. And for almost half the time at full speed, the legs don't even touch earth. Female cheetahs hunt alone, but males hunt in packs. Males like these are usually brothers, and they usually bond for life. Working as a pack, they can tackle bigger prey, like these wildebeests. And when the brothers are hungry, not even a little bad weather will slow them down. The Ferrari of animals, able to accelerate from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. But its temperature soars so high. If it doesn't stop after 300 yards, it could die. But that's why it's in a pack. 2 more with fresh legs. Once they bring the wildebeest down, the cheetahs choke it to death. A truly lethal band of brothers. Another predator keeps on the move in its constant search for food. Orcas. The killer whales. Every day, they eat up to 300 pounds of prey. And Peninsula Valdez in Argentina stocks a banquet. Seals. Deep water and steep beaches make an ideal hunting ground. To find prey, orcas use built-in sonar called echolocation. They send out clicks and whistles that bounce off the target. And because of the steep slope at this beach, an orca can swim under the cover of a wave all the way to shore. Mothers will take prey back to the open water and turn it loose, so their offspring can learn to hunt. What looks like playing with their food is actually a seminar in predation. Orcas are the largest member of the dolphin family and an apex predator of the sea, hunted by no other creature. Orcas will team up to grab prey that seems out of reach, like an Arctic seal at rest. Working in tandem, the orcas cause a fatal dunking. They live in pods up to 40 strong, communicating through whistles and grunts unique to their pod. Warp speed is about 30 miles an hour. About every 30 seconds, they surface to breathe. The pod detects big game, gray whales, but it's the calf they're after. They have a two-pronged strategy. First, force the gray whales to swim faster and tire the calf. Then separate calf from mother. The orcas will dunk the calf till it weakens and drowns. This marathon of torment lasts almost 6 hours. Nature has given prey a host of defenses, from strength to speed to camouflage. But if there's one pack of predators who have managed to stack the deck in their favor, it's the hunters that live here. The painted dogs, named for their uniquely colored coats. No relation to the hyenas, these are the so-called wild dogs of Africa. Maybe the most successful hunters on Earth. Four out of 5 chases end in a kill. Their attack starts with a charge to stampede prey and reveal weaklings. For the takedown, they have no weapon except their teeth, but they have large premolars for crushing and eating bones. And their bite is among the strongest of any meat-eating mammal. They're not born as first-class hunters. Their skills are actually learned. Adults regurgitate meat for pups, but painted dogs are so social they share food with the sick and the old. They seldomly show aggression to each other. Rare behavior in the natural world. Painted dogs hunt across a spectrum of terrain, from savanna to bush to floodplain. When prey is trapped, the dogs enjoy the advantage of a 360-degree attack, a tactic that sooner or later wears down the defender. They've honed a technique to protect themselves from the lethal horns of African game. As one holds prey by the tail, another pins it by the mouth. The rest go for the guts and eat it alive. They have no choice. Lurking lions would steal their meal, so they wolf it down in minutes and in silence, unlike hyenas, who can't dine without raising a fuss and drawing a crowd. The highest compliment to this pack comes from its very prey, the lekwe. Lekwe head for deep water when threatened. The lekwe are still in hot water. Once caught, few victims escape from these jaws. What a tribute to these predators, that their prey fears them more than they fear crocs. strength in numbers. Nature's gift to a host of predators who thrive by sticking together. For those who think a committee never gets anything done, just ask these guys.